Today's message is really very personal for me because I found a way for me to express my emotions and my feelings and my frustrations and my excitement and my elation and everything that's going through my life, where I'm not always able to express it externally. Journaling allows me to express it every day in whatever form it happens to be. I talk about the significance of having a morning routine, and it focuses around journaling because as I'm writing my thoughts down, it brings me clarity. It takes all of the noise that's in my head and allows me to put it on paper. And when I have that transition from what's in my head to what's on paper, it brings clarity that I don't typically have. Journaling is a critical part of should be a critical part of your day. And it should be a critical part of your day because whether you journal at night, whether you journal during the day, whether you journal like me first thing in the morning, it allows you to express exactly what you're feeling. If you don't have someone that you are comfortable expressing those feelings to, your journal has no opinions. It isn't going to question anything that you're writing. It is your landscape for your mind, and it is your ability to express what you're feeling so that you can work on processing those feelings and moving yourself forward. Before I started journaling, I didn't have that mechanism. I didn't have that outlet for sharing my emotions and sharing my feelings. And I was in a relationship where I couldn't do that. It was just not part of the relationship I was in. So I was stuck and my head was just so overwhelmed with thoughts that I couldn't process. And then I learned about journaling. And at first I was very skeptical of the benefits of journaling. But then I tried it and I said, I'm just going to start and see what happens. And day after day, I didn't even know what to write. And I think part of the challenge was I just didn't know what to put on paper until I realized it didn't matter. This is mine. This is my journal. No one's going to see it. So write whatever it is that you want to write. Just put the words. And as soon as I put the words on paper, it was like the floodgates opened. And it was just every good, bad, happy, sad emotion, every frustration I had all came out on paper. And it was like this relief that I had this outlet. Finally, I had an outlet where I can get everything out, where I can express myself, where I could scream and yell and shout and talk about the things that were really bothering me. And I had it on paper, and I had the ability to really contemplate what the next steps were going to be. The beauty of journaling is that, for me at least, when I'm done at the end of the week, I go back and I read my journals every single day because part of my journal's made up in different sections, to be honest. So I have, my emotions. What is it that I'm feeling today? What is it that I need to address? What is it that I need to fix? What went really well that I'm excited about? I always end my journaling with a gratitude list, 3 things that I'm grateful for. And gratitude, we can do a whole nother, and we will do a whole nother section on gratitude, but having that gratitude list is huge because, again, as I'm reflecting and I'm going back, I'm looking at what I was grateful for during the week, and it just kind of solidifies in my mind how grateful I am for everything that I have. But my journal is more than that. My journal is also kind of my planner. What is it that I need to accomplish to move myself forward? What are the steps I need to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to move myself forward? And then I kind of go back and read the journal and say, what worked? What didn't work? What do I need to keep fixing and working on? And it's this playbook. It becomes your life's playbook. And when you have that playbook and when you have the ability to not just think about what you want, but to be able to look down and say, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I need to accomplish. And this is how I'm going to accomplish it. You now have that roadmap for your success, for your happiness, for whatever it is that you want to overcome, you now have it in front of you. However you want to journal. I am a terrible typer, excuse me, so I use an application to do it. But if you are a writer and you have the old days, I guess they called it a diary, whatever it is, that your notebook that you have, you want to type it on a computer, whatever method you want to get those words on paper, take the opportunity. Just if you're skeptical as I was, my only advice to you is to try it. Because I think once you try it and you allow yourself to be open and honest with yourself and really put down on paper everything you're feeling. And again, there's no proper format for journaling. It is your conscious coming out and saying, this is it. This is the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, things I want to achieve, what my goals are. My gratitude list, gratitude should be a part of that because you want to have a record of what it is that you thought you were grateful for and have certain things happen and have you accomplished what it is that you want to accomplish. Your successes and your failures should go in your journal. They are that archive that you're going to use to propel yourself forward. And the beauty of the journal is that as you're moving yourself forward and as you're starting to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, you go back and you kind of look at that history of what you've done. There's an incredible sense of pride in when you see where you were to where you are now. And if you're not exactly where you want to be, you go back into their journal and say, yeah, that didn't work, so let's try something different. But at least you have a reference point. Without a reference point, it's very difficult to kind of restructure what it is that didn't work and keep going forward. I can't stress enough to everyone that's listening and watching this. If you are struggling with getting your thoughts and getting your emotions out and kind of clearing your mind, if you're trying to reset your mindset and shifting yourself into a better place, the art of journaling, and it is an art because it does take time to refine it to where you want to be. Go out there and try journaling. This is just a plug because of the application I use. It's called Penzu. It's a cloud-based application. So if I'm writing on my laptop or on my phone, it kind of all goes together. It's a wonderful way to do it. I don't have to carry anything with me necessarily. Try journaling. Give yourself 30 days to work through journaling. See how the impact it has on you. And let me know. I'd love to hear how journaling has helped you as you're moving forward. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you later.